On a dusty, sun-scorched ridge in Afghanistan, a small unit of Navy SEALs was moving through hostile territory. It was supposed to be a routine reconnaissance mission, but routine days are rare in a war zone. Back at Bagram Airfield, a young Air Force senior airman sat in a dimly lit operations room, surrounded by screens and the low hum of electronics. She was just the radio girl, a voice on the other end of the line, far from the action. Her name was Ashley White, but on this day, she would become much more than just a voice. She was part of a new, experimental unit, a cultural support team, or CST. These were highly trained female soldiers attached to special operations units, tasked with a mission their male counterparts could do. Connect with the women and children of Afghanistan, gathering intelligence and building trust where it was previously impossible. The SEALs called in, their voices calm but tense. They were making contact with a group of local villagers. Ashley listened intently, her fingers flying across her keyboard, logging every detail. Her job was to be their lifeline, their connection to the vast, immense network of intelligence and support that could mean the difference between life and death. The initial interactions seemed peaceful. The SEALs were professionals, masters of their craft. But Ashley had a feeling, a nagging sense of unease that she couldn't shake. The chatter from the field, the nuances in the background, something felt off. She cross-referenced the location with recent intelligence reports, her eyes scanning lines of data, looking for patterns, for anything that might give the team on the ground an edge. To an outsider, it might look like she was just listening. But she was analyzing, predicting, and preparing. Suddenly, the calm was shattered. The crackle of gunfire erupted over the radio, followed by shouts and explosions. Contact! Contact! We're taking fire from multiple positions. The SEAL team had walked into a complex, well-planned ambush. The peaceful village had been a trap. Curse reigned over the comms, but Ashley's voice cut through it, a beacon of calm and control. Copy. Solid copy. What's your status? Talk to me. She wasn't just a passive listener anymore. She was an active participant in the firefight. Her fingers moved with practiced speed, coordinating air support, pinpointing enemy locations based on the SEALs' descriptions, and relaying life-saving information back to the team. She was there, eyes in the sky, their strategic mind working from miles away. Every piece of information she relayed was critical. Be advised, thermal shows heavy enemy concentration to your northeast in that cluster of buildings. Airstrike is 2 minutes out. For the men on the ground, pinned down and fighting for their lives, her voice was a lifeline. She was no longer just the radio girl. She was their guardian angel, their teammate. She processed multiple streams of information at once, the frantic calls from the ground, the calm pilots in the air, the intel analysts feeding her data. She translated it all into clear, concise instructions that the SEALs could use to fight back and survive. Team lead, that RPG came from the 2-story building on your left flank. Can you confirm? Her focus was absolute. The world outside her small, dark room ceased to exist. There was only the fight, the voices of the soldiers, and her mission to bring them home. She guided them through the chaos, helping them reposition, suppress enemy fire, and prepare for evacuation. She was a warrior, fighting her battle with a microphone and a keyboard. As the dust settled and the last of the team was airlifted out, a heavy silence fell over the operations room. The SEALs had taken casualties, but thanks to the seamless coordination and the quick thinking of everyone involved, the entire team was coming home. When the team leader's voice came over the radio one last time, it was filled with exhaustion and gratitude. Radio, you were our angel today. We couldn't have done it without you. In that moment, Ashley White and the women of the CST program proved their immeasurable worth. They weren't just support. They were operators, integral to the success of the most elite forces in the world. They showed that courage isn't only found on the front lines, but also in the quiet focus and unwavering dedication of those who guide the heroes home. She was never just the radio girl again. Thanks for watching, and be sure to subscribe for more stories of incredible courage.